Black Clover, Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer. These are all the top most mangas out there when it comes to Show and Jump magazine. The question of the day is, will Undead Unluck actually gain a seat with the top dogs? Based on what I've actually read and know that I'm currently up to the latest manga chapter, Undead Unluck will have its seat and eventually become one of the most popular mangas from Show and Jump magazine. I have asked many people and know that I have gone through the depths of the anime servers on Discord and I have gained so many opinions and they all conclude to the same thing. Undead Unluck is long safe from the infamous axe. Meaning it won't be cancelled early like many other mangas in the past have stumbled upon such terrible fate. I can see Undead Unluck eventually having its own anime, and if not, I won't at most be genuinely surprised if they're in the works for this manga to have its own anime. I'm currently hoping David Pro, they're the famous studio that did JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Fire Force, and many others, have Undead Unluck under their belt for an anime. As of right now, this manga is slowly on the rise. It does have a big fandom though. I feel like there's a fandom on the west and a fandom on the east, and I do feel with the current 61 chapters that this manga has truly shown that it has a story that is worth reading, and it is a truly phenomenal manga. The main characters of Undead Unluck is Andy, who has the ability of immortality. He, for whatever reason, cannot die at all. He uses a katana later on, which is called the Unbreakable. His fighting style with the Unbreakable is definitely reminding me of Demon Slayer's fighting style. Other than that, when he's not using his katana, he uses his body limbs, which is, in my opinion, super badass to see. At the way he charges his opponents using his regeneration abilities. Kind of reminded me of Bond when I first saw him in the first chapter of Undead Unluck, and I was like, whoa, he's pretty badass. But his power is called Undead. Obviously it says in the title. Next comes the female protagonist of this manga. Her name is Fuco. Her ability is called Unluck. Her background story, based from all the other Show and Jump females, has to be the most saddest one. Early on, from when she was a kid, she tells a story how she hugged her parents as they were leaving off to a business trip. Moments later, the plane ends in a huge explosion, killing all the passengers and, of course, her beloved parents. Time passes by, and eventually she realizes that every time she touches someone, they get really unlucky, either resulting them injured or even dead. Fuco really sparked an interest in me as I kept reading the manga. I eventually discovered that she's not a damsel in distress like other manga female pro tags are, and I really admire that from her. From the character development and, you know, the friendship later turns on into like some sort of like romantic relationship, I want to say, between her and Andy. Fuco never really shies away from a fight. She really is a ride or die for the men she loves, Andy and, you know, her friends. She really is courageous, and she truly holds the title of being a badass female manga pro tag that's out there. At the start of the first chapter, she is ready to end her life by jumping down a passing train. She believes that she is unworthy to experience love, fun moments in her life, fashion, etc. Unexpectedly, she meets this weird psycho-looking dude, Andy, who, you know, later on turns out to be the man she falls in love with. Yeah, because that happens. All the battles of this manga really go out big. It's like either you go big or go home. They remind me of the final battle scenes of other mangas, you know, where the final battle goes all out between the hero and the villain, and it's pretty awesome and super legendary, and, you know, it's pretty hype. Yeah. So, really, this manga truly goes out and makes you, you know, actually enjoy like the battle scenes that's going out. It truly is different from a lot of mangas that's out there right now. You know, when it comes to like the power level, story, you know, like like the drawings. Oh my god. You know, on to explaining how the power system of this manga works. First, there are umas. There are the roots of how the universe works and how people live their lives in this manga, such as Uma Spoil. Now, this baddie is a monster, and everything in the world spoils and becomes rotten because he's in Earth. It's just so, it's like trippy how things work in this manga. Before this monster was sent to Earth, nothing would ever spoil. And then comes negators like Andy, who's undead, Fuco being unluck. These are humans who nullify the rules, and they're the ones who have the weird, cool abilities. As of right now, there's no such character as Unspoil, although that would be pretty wicked sick if there was, not gonna lie. I just want to say that these abilities have some sort of power level. It really depends on how well the user knows how to use their powers. The strongest negator as of right now, in my opinion, is Andy. Let me tell you why. Once he takes off that card that is stuck on his forehead, Victor comes out. This is a whole new person with the same ability and the same body as Andy. Yes, they share one body, so it's basically like two souls in one body. It is unknown as of right now in the manga of how that has happened, but I'm hoping soon to find out the big secret of Andy and Victor and how they came to be as they are. It's like, it's really confusing, and it is like the big oh my gosh of the manga once that whole, you know, secret comes out. It's pretty weird, but it's pretty cool how the manga portrays it. I feel like both of them have different personalities. Victor being, he was kind of bad in the beginning, but now he's neutral, and yeah. Andy is always going to be good. The supporting cast of this manga are also very well liked. So far, we have only seen like 2 backgrounds from 2 supporting characters. You know, I'm sure as the manga goes on, we will discover the other characters' backgrounds as well. It will also, you know, very interesting how these characters all have something in common, you know, and that is death. Every time someone gets these really cool abilities, someone that they love dies, and I feel like that is their motive, you know, because they want to become normal and they just want to, you know, not have these abilities anymore because it brings pain. Really, this manga has everything for it to be successful and for it to really pop off, and I'm hoping in the near future this manga, Undead Unluck, really becomes popular and becomes one of the top animes out there / mangas. I mean, come on, it already has a badass couple that is very unique because they fight together, you know, and it has really badass legendary fights. It has a beautiful story, and the characters are so very well written that you actually come to like them eventually, you know, once you realize, oh hey, this person's really cool and they are really badass. Some mangas, I'm not gonna lie, some mangas have like really annoying male protagonists, like Meliodas from 7 Deadly Sins. But anyways, let me not forget about the pure sweet romance that this manga has. It really makes you, as a reader, want Andy and Fuco, you know, to get their happily ever after, which I hope they will. And so this finally concludes my review for Undead Unluck, a great manga that I know and believe soon will be one of the top mangas out there, and hopefully we will get the anime, and everyone's going to like it, and it's really gonna pop off. You know, it's slowly on the rise. I mean, it's already a popular manga, but not as popular as like the others, you know, like Demon Slayer, Black Clover, My Hero. But yeah, I really hope to see this manga become super duper successful because it really deserves it. Thanks again for listening to my review on Undead Unluck, and hopefully I can do more reviews like this. Also, please do not forget to write me an opinion on what you think about Undead Unluck, and if you really want to give me some feedback on this manga review, because it is my first one, so I know I'm gonna have some mistakes there. Alright, thank you all and have a beautiful weekend.